We're back here from the O'Keefe Field on the campus of Husson University for game number 2 of our Sunday afternoon North Atlantic Conference doubleheader featuring the Husson Eagles and the Badgers of Northern Vermont University at Johnson. Back with you here this afternoon alongside Alex Mooney. I'm Ethan Snow. Sam Tracy down at field level this afternoon. And if you're just joining us, the Eagles coming away with a massive victory in game 1 this morning. As we're going to send it down to Sam Tracy, our man, field level. Sam?
Thanks, fellas. I just got confirmation from the Eagles coaching staff that Tatiana Biambi is your Game 2 starter, picking up right where she left off in game number 1. She'll get the start for the Eagles, and it looks like there might be a call to the bullpen early as Jen Jones might be called upon to close it out.
Thank you very much, Sam. We'll check back in with you in just a little while. Tatiana Biambi in the circle, picking up right where she left off. Finished out game 1 in relief, the final 2 innings, taking over for McKenna Smith. And the Eagles lineup, defensive lineup looks like this. Mackenzie Wendelkin will be doing the catching for Biambi. As we're going to take a look back at game number 1 where the Eagles using offense to get things going. But first it was McKenna Smith striking out all 9 batters she faced in 3 innings of work, all of them swinging. Made easy work in one trip down the order. And of course, Smith, the transfer, we talked about her a bunch this weekend, Moons. She's just been pitching lights out on this Eagle squad.
Yeah, she's really made a smooth transition from St. Anselm all the way into Husson. She's done it without a flaw, really. She's only got 1 home run on the season. With the exception of that, her stat sheet is pretty clean.
So it'll be Tatiana Biambi getting the start in game 1. Mackenzie Wendelkin doing the catching. Tori Excel at first base. Olivia McCarty at second. Kenzie Dorr, Jill Bisson have the left side of the infield. It'll be Kiara McLeod, Katie Raymond, Jess Pomerleau in the outfield for game number 2. As we get ready to get things going, it'll be Savannah Dufresne getting things going in inning number 1, playing center field again for the Badgers. First offering from Biambi is low for ball number 1. We are underway in game 2 on this Sunday afternoon. Biambi in, waiting for her sign from Wendelkin. She has it, sets the 1-0. Swing on and a soft ground ball right back to Biambi. She's up, throw to first, and Dufresne is retired. And that's 1 away in the top of the first inning.
Biambi, great reaction time right there. She had a hiccup at the end in that last matchup against Johnson where she bobbled it, trying to figure out what decision she was going to make. Great job committing to the first thought.
Evie Brubaker steps in now, playing shortstop for Johnson in game number 2 as she takes ball number 1 low in the dirt. Brubaker, Muskin, Jones, Cologne, Raposa, Hefner, Olay, Emery is the lineup as Brubaker sends this one into shallow center field. Making the catch on the run is Kenzie Dorr. Behind the back, basket catch in shallow center. And that's quickly 2 away in the top of the first.
Dorr right there, literally back to the ball. Being able to still make a play on it, she is relentless on both sides of the field.
Dorr making it on the run behind the back, basket catch. What a catch, as that will send in Mariah Muskin, who was on the mound for game number 1. A little earlier on this afternoon. Makes another plate appearance today, batting in the 3rd spot. She's now playing 3rd base for game 2. Second pitch to her outside, in the count is even at a ball and a strike. Johnson looking to overcome a 19-0 loss in game number 1 earlier today. Second offering in the dirt. 2-1 count to Muskin. Aaliyah Jones on deck will be next up if the inning were to continue. Here's the 2-1. That one inside, and it's a hitter's count for Muskin.
Muskin being really patient behind the plate so far.
Muskin in. Biambi waits for her sign, sets. Here's a 3-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. And the count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Muskin, you could tell when she walked away from the plate from that one, wanted to take it back, realizing she fell for the bait on that low pitch.
Here's the 3-2. This one swung on, popped up and into the backstop. Foul. And Muskin stays alive with a 3-2 count. Still having a lot of windy conditions from O'Keefe Field in Bangor this afternoon. Started off with a 15-mile-per-hour wind at noontime when game number 1 got underway. Wind now blowing out of the north-northwest at 20 miles per hour as Muskin sends this one into center field. Going back for it is Katie Raymond. She's got the grab, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down for Johnson. We head to the bottom half of the first. Eagles due up. You're watching Husson Eagles softball on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here from O'Keefe Field on the campus of Husson University. It's Eagles softball in action against the Badgers of Northern Vermont University at Johnson. Got some score updates from just up the interstate in Orono where Linden and Umpy are playing a doubleheader. Linden took game number 1 of the doubleheader, 7-3 the final, and they currently lead Umpy 2-0 top of the second inning at the Mahaney Dome on the University of Maine campus. Alongside Alex Mooney, I'm Ethan Snow. Sam Tracy down at field level as Jess Pomerleau gets ready to step in to lead off this bottom of the second inning. Eagles with a 4-0 lead, looking for the 4-game weekend sweep of the Vermont teams. Here's the first offering from Alexis Flesher. That one misses for ball number 1.
Flesher at times looked like she had some control, but these Eagles offense, they just are resilient.
Flesher looks for her sign, sets the 1-0. That one misses low. Ball 2 to Pomerleau. It'll be Pomerleau, Raymond, and Dorr all due up for the Eagles this inning. Eagles sent 8 batters to the plate in the bottom of the first, resulting in 5 hits and 4 runs. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and missed for strike number 1 on the foul tip. Pomerleau back in. Pomerleau, sophomore from Greenville. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. And Flesher comes back into the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
If Johnson doesn't come back in this matchup, it's going to be a little difficult weekend. Everybody coming out with a conference win with the exception of Johnson.
So Pomerleau back in. Flesher sets 2-2. Swung on, and this one's popped up right center field. That one going all the way back to the warning track. And Pomerleau rounds second. She's headed for 3, and she slides safely into third base with a triple to lead off this bottom of the second inning.
Man, the wheels that she has on that are crazy. She just got right up on the horse. Second that ball hit the fence, she knew she was tailing second. Right when she comes to third, slides right up. Great play.
That one had a bunch of carry out to right center field. It lands at the base of the wall as Katie Raymond steps to the plate for the second time today. She popped up to first base last inning as she takes strike number 1 on the outside half. Pomerleau on third after the triple. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. Eagles up 4-0, looking for more. Flesher has her sign, sets. The 1-1. Swung on, and this one's set to the other side. Good diving stop made by Brubaker. Throw on to first, not in time. Pomerleau scores on the play, and it makes it 5-0. But a good effort over there by Brubaker to keep that in the infield.
Yeah, Brubaker dove, hit the dirt, able to put the glove out and corral the ball in, just not able to get Raymond out in time.
Infield signal for Raymond as Kenzie Dorr comes to the plate. Dorr singled and eventually scored back in the first inning. Here's the first offering. In there for strike number 1 to Kenzie Dorr. Olivia McCarty on deck would bat next. Flesher back in, waits for her sign, shakes one off. Has it. The 0-1. Swung on, and this one's lifted up to center field pretty well. That one's drifting all the way back, and you can kiss it goodbye. 2-run home run, Kenzie Dorr, her second of the season, and it makes it a 7-0 lead for Husson as it brings home Katie Raymond and make that 2 RBI for Kenzie Dorr in this game number 2.
Man, a week ago, we were asking ourselves, how come Kenzie Dorr hasn't hit a home run yet? A week later, she finds herself added with 2 triples and finds her second home run of the week. That one was launched.
That one in the same location as she sent her first home run of the season out back on Wednesday against St. Joseph's College. And a 7-0 lead for Husson on the 2-run shot from Kenzie Dorr as Olivia McCarty comes to the plate. McCarty singled and scored her last time up in the first inning.
I wonder, too, what Flesher and Olay were thinking. They shook off that first sign and wanted that second one. That second one, clearly, Mackenzie Dorr. She was ready.
Dorr took that one for a ride, and Husson has blown the game open at 7-0. Still nobody out in this bottom of the second inning. So McCarty in with a fresh slate. Here's the first offering from Flesher. That one high and inside, ball 1. McCarty came into the afternoon batting a .111. Pembroke, New Hampshire is the hometown for the sophomore. Here's the pitch. That one high, ball 2 to McCarty.
Going back on that home run, too, I know we talked a little bit about it in the pregame and postgame of Game 1, but you can just see how much of a team Mackenzie Dorr and her teammates are.
Flesher back in. The 2-0. Outside half, strike 1 to McCarty. Flesher fights her way back into the count. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out in the inning. Pomerleau led it off with a triple, scored on a Raymond single as McCarty sends this one out into right field into Justin, tucks it in fair territory in right field. The underhanded catch can't be made by Aaliyah Jones, and McCarty is on base with what will be an E9.
Looked like a miscalculation right there from Jones. Always a tough one when you have this happen. Tried to get it out, put it into the web. Instead, fell right into the center of the palm. That one cannot feel good.
So Kenzie Wendelkin steps in now for the second time today. Had a 2 RBI double her last time up in the first inning. Batting in the 4 spot. Here's the first offering. That one's in there for strike number 1. Wendelkin back in. Flesher waiting for her sign. 1 on, nobody out, bottom of the second. The pitch. That one in there, strike 2, throw down to first. McCarty back in safely. Wendelkin's down 0-2.
Looked like McCarty was caught sleeping for a millisecond or 2 while Lay tried to fire it in.
Wendelkin down 0-2 in the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that's a big first out for Johnson. First retired of the inning.
That's got to feel good right there if you're Flesher. She was in a little bit of a groove for a moment there. However, these Eagles offense, they just do not go to sleep.
Tori Excel steps in now, batting a .143 coming into the afternoon. First-year player playing first base. Here's the first offering from Flesher. Swung on, and this one's popped up onto the roof of the press box.
Good thing we got a window right there because that was coming right towards KO territory.
Excel ground up to second base her first time up in the first inning. Kiara McLeod on deck. 1 gone, bottom of the second. Eagles have plated 3 this inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing on, and this one's popped up left side of the infield, and it lands in foul territory out of the reach of everybody. It'll be an 0-2 count on Excel. Husson looking to go up big. They put up a 19 spot in game number 1 earlier on this afternoon. Up 7-0 here. XL back in. Flesher has her sign, sets the 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Flesher tried to get XL to chase the outside pitch. She wouldn't take the bait. Mark up a ball and 2 strike count. Here's the 1-2. Swing on and line foul right into the Johnson dugout. Heads up over there on the right side of the infield. A ball and 2 strikes on the count. Johnson looking for another out. Olivia McCarty waits on first base after reaching on the air out in right field. 1 gone, bottom of the second. Eagles up 7-0. Here's the 1-2. And that one plunks Excel on the thigh, and she will trot to first after being hit by a pitch. And we have another, and we have a Kylie Olay. I believe that might have gotten, that one got her up high. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back from O'Keefe Field. You're watching Husson Eagles softball on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here from O'Keefe Field, going to take another look at the last play. Excel was hit by a pitch. Got her on the thigh, and on the ricochet, it caught Kylie Olay right in the mask. You cannot get much more head-on than that one right there. We are going to get a change at the catcher position. And we'll take a look to get our defensive changes. As it looks like it will be number 15, Sabrina Cologne's going to come in to catch. Changes here. Looks like it's going to be out in right field. It'll be Ella Embry going to right field. Aaliyah Jones is going to go to left. Now catching will be Sabrina Cologne. Stepping in will be Kiera McLeod as she swings and pops this one up right side of the infield. Ranging over is Raposa. She's got the grab, and that's 2 away in this bottom half of the second.
Good little restart right here for Johnson. Comes fresh out of the stoppage time, able to grab an easy out.
Joe Bisson comes to the plate now for the second time in as many innings. An RBI single her last time up in the first. Here's the offering from Fisher. That one misses outside, ball 1 to Bisson.
Bisson too, being very picky. Typically, usually is when she gets herself into the batter's box.
Here's the 1-0 from Fletcher. That one misses outside, ball 2 to Bisson.
Fletcher trying to hit that top right of the strike zone, having a hard time being able to corral it in.
2 balls, no strikes on the count for Jill Bisson. Bottom of the second inning, 2 on, 2 out. Fletcher has her sign, sets the pitch. That one misses outside, ball 3. Aaliyah Jones now out in left field. Not a very big roster for this Johnson team. So a very big change in defensive. Here's the 3-0. That one misses outside, ball 4 to Bisson. And it's going to load the bases with 2 outs. Puts Bisson at first, Tori Excel at second. Olivia McCarty now at third. With Tatiana Biambi coming to the plate. She grounded out to first base unassisted to end the first inning. And here's the first offering. Inside half, strike 1 to the Eagles pitcher.
Biambi too, she's only got 1 RBI on the year. Got 3 bases on. Great opportunity for herself to get some more in that part.
Biambi, the 9th batter this inning to come up for the Eagles. It would circle back around to Jess Pomerlow, who led off the inning with a triple. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside, ball 1.
We haven't seen a lot of action really from Biambi in that first set of doubleheaders early on this week. However, these past 2 with Johnson and Linden, she's really made a name for herself.
Here's the 1-1. Swing on, and this one sent out to left field pretty well. Jones under it. She can't make the grab. 1 run is in. XL is going to score. Here comes Jill Bisson. She's going to score. And Tatiana Biambi slides into third base safely. But I believe what will be a bases clearing triple for Biambi, and the Eagles now lead it 10-0.
She now finds herself, she had 1 RBI, now all the way up to 4. And you can see when she slid on that, the smile on her face from here.
Good look at it, up in the zone, nearly belt high. And that one over the head of Jones in left field. And the Eagles up 10-0 as Jess Pomerleau comes up for the second time this inning. She had herself a triple to lead off the inning and eventually scored. First offering. That one misses low. Ball number 1 to Pomerleau. Biambi with the 3 RBI triple.
Biambi too, showing that Pomerleau is not one of the only few that has wheels. Biambi was riding second, and by the time Jones was able to get a hand on it, she was at third.
1-0 from Fletcher is popped foul right side and out of play. Ball to strike on the count.
You can see Fletcher trying to help out Cologne over in the catching position, saying, hey, if you take it off this way, a little easier.
So Pomerleau back in. 10-0 lead for Husson. The 1-1. Swing on, and this one's popped foul into the backstop. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, you can hear the excitement brewing from the Husson Eagles bench. They are such a connected unit.
The Husson Eagles, that's one thing that you will notice about this Husson Eagles bench. They are the most energetic group. They're the most energetic group I think I've ever seen for any sport. You're always going to see them out cheering, being excited as Pomerleau takes strike number 3 on the outside half. That retires the side. Eagles take a 10-0 lead with 6 runs this inning. We head to the top half of the third. You are watching Husson Eagles softball on the Husson Eagles Sports Network.